There's a risk of severe weather coming our way again on Saturday, especially Saturday night. I'm ABC 13 Chief Meteorologist Travis Herzog, and here's your need to know weather. There will be a risk of severe weather across the eastern third of Texas in this green shaded zone, which does sneak into parts of Louisiana and southwestern Arkansas. There's going to be two potential waves of severe weather here in southeast Texas. Both waves could produce large hail, damaging winds, and brief tornadoes. But the green shade you see on the map means it's a low risk you'll encounter severe storms. Only about a 5% chance you will be near a severe storm. We'll start off the day with lots of clouds. Moisture returning in the Gulf overnight keeps our temperatures around 60 degrees at sunrise, and there will be a few scattered showers here and there. What we're going to look for first is the possibility of thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, and that all depends upon how much moisture returns overnight. So in the morning, when you see meteorologist Alita Loresca, she'll have a better feel for if those afternoon storms will materialize. These are the ones that would be most likely to rotate and could potentially produce some brief tornadoes. Then we'll be watching the threat for severe weather going up as we journey into Saturday night, and that's because of an approaching cold front that looks to bring us all a decent chance of getting some needed rainfall. We're talking a 90% chance you will get rain Saturday night into Sunday morning, and that's when the threat for severe weather will also peak. In this case, while I can't rule out a brief tornado, it's most likely large hail with a side of damaging wind gusts that'll be possible as the line rushes in. There could be widespread winds gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour, and occasionally a pocket getting to that severe criteria closer to 60 miles per hour. I think the front's going to push through Houston around 3 o'clock in the morning, and temperatures will fall from the 60s right on down into the 40s, and we'll spend most of Sunday in the 40s. At 6 a.m., there could still be some big storms along the upper Texas coastline, and behind that front, there will be some pockets of rain lingering off and on through the morning, even into parts of the afternoon. So it's going to be cold and cloudy on Sunday, with temperatures still in the 40s, I think, around noontime, and we briefly will warm our way above the 50-degree mark. So overnight, we're looking at lows in Houston around 60 degrees. The moisture levels returning, so a lot of those low temperatures you see may be closer to midnight, with the temperature rising before the sun even comes up. That's because of the warm front lifting in, and then high temperatures will climb their way into the middle and upper 70s, and dependent upon how much moisture returns, that's going to increase the instability, which could lead to that first wave of afternoon storms. Then the front sweeps through Sunday morning just after midnight, and that's when the temperatures fall down into the 40s for most of us. Still could be some low 50s closer to the coast, but overall it's going to be a cold, cloudy, and still a little wet day on Sunday. The rain chance down to 20% though by the time we get into the afternoon. So we got a 40% chance you'll encounter thunderstorms during the afternoon hours of Saturday. That rain chance jumps to 90% Saturday night. Severe weather possible starting around noontime on Saturday all the way until that front clears your neighborhood, and then we're done with the threat of severe weather for a few days. But boy, we're in for some cold, cloudy, and at times wet weather Sunday and especially Monday. Look at that rain chance going back up to 70%, and I now believe that we will probably be stuck in the 40s all day on Monday with that rain coming down. So as we go back to work and school after the long holiday weekend, it's going to be a rude awakening with that kind of weather. The sun, though, does come back on Tuesday, warming us back into the 50s, and then another weather system approaches, bringing a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. And our weather team will be here for you throughout the day and the night on Saturday with that risk of severe weather. We know a lot of folks are on edge after the tornadoes we had earlier this week. This looks to be a lower threat overall, but it's a threat we can't dismiss, and we'll be right here for you, keeping track of everything. I do hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and we'll keep watching the weather for you.